What's going on, everybody? We're back with a new guide, and today we're going to be talking about speed leveling. I put out a guide before the season launched going over the stronghold strategy, and back then it was hands down the best strategy. But something new has come to light after patch 1.1.1. With the added mob density to dungeons and nightmare dungeons, there's a new strategy out there that is blowing the old one out of the water. I'm talking you can go from level 1 to level 40 in 2 to 3 hours. You are cutting down your time to get to world tier 4 by 80 to 90%. This strategy is so insane, but we are also not abusing any of the bugs in the game. In patch 1.1.2, they are actually removing the duplicating of Nightmare Sigil. So you're not going to be able to go into a Nightmare dungeon with your friend and just redo Older's Cave over and over. So hands down going forward, this will be the best strategy for speed leveling your characters. Guys, don't forget, if you like the video, go ahead and like the video. Leave a comment, let me know what you think, but most of all, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click that bell so you know every time I'm coming out with new content. There are two key things to remember going into this. If you're in a party, you do get that extra 10% XP. And then also make sure that you're putting your seasonal ashes inside of the XP multiplier. With being in a party and the seasonal content, you're able to get an extra 18% XP right there. And then if you already have some potions on you or in your stash from a previous character, or you have the mats to make new ones, you can get 23 extra percent XP right there. This will be huge for you guys going forward and making sure that you are maxing out your leveling process. Alright, now luckily this strategy is far more simple than the stronghold strategy. It starts off the same. Hopefully at this point you have gone ahead and gotten all your renown done. If you do, the second that you log in, all you're going to do is hit the map, go through and collect all of your extra XP for being done with tier 2 in each one of the different regions. This is going to get you to level 2. Then you're going to go up to the top of Kmart and you're going to grab Raising Spirits. It's up to the northeast inside Kmart right when you spawn in. Grab that side quest, go over to the guards, go ahead and use the cheer emote, turn it back in. This side quest literally takes you 10 seconds and that will take you almost to level 3. From there, if you have your waypoints opened up, you're going to go ahead and go over to Saragar in Skoglin. If you don't, then you're just going to have to go ahead and ride your mounts over there. It's up towards the northwest side of the map. And then you're going to find the tunnel called Domain Tunnels. Now this tunnel, after the 1.1.1 patch, adding the extra mobs, is absolutely insane for XP. Hands down, the highest mob density with the quickest time to go ahead and clear it. Then all you're going to need to do is go ahead and clear the entire dungeon. Don't free the prisoners. Don't do the end. Just go through and clear out all of the mobs in the beginning. And by clear, I mean just clear it. You don't need to free the prisoners. You don't need to do the end. All you're doing is wasting valuable time right there. Go through, clear all the mobs, leave the dungeon, reset the dungeon, go back, rinse, and repeat. At level 5, or before you even get there, if you want to make some potions, that way you're getting the 5% XP, you can, but the 5% extra XP isn't completely necessary. Now at level 15 or 25 for Necros, you're going to want to leave and you're going to want to go ahead and do your class quest. That way you can start working on whatever bonus that class has for you, whether it's the druids and the boons, the barbarians and the passives, whichever class you are deciding to play. At 15, you're definitely going to want to go ahead and get that done. Then once you're done, it's going right back to the domain tunnels. And you're going to stay there all the way from level 16 until you feel like you can get the world tier 3 capstone done. Once you're in your mid 40s and you think you have enough gear, just make sure, go upgrade all of your stuff and go ahead and do that capstone. From there, we're just going right back to domain tunnels. If you're having trouble in world tier 3, you can back it down to world tier 2 for the extra XP. And then you are going to want to stay there all the way until about level 55. After level 55, you're going to want to start doing Nightmare Dungeons. That way, you can farm up all the best gear and get some of your glyphs leveled up. From 55 until you feel comfortable with World Tier 4 Capstone, all you're going to do is chain run Nightmare Dungeons. You can, of course, obviously do the Grim Favors. The Grim Favors are still good. They're not quite as efficient as the Nightmare Dungeons, but it is something that you can do to switch it up. But remember, you won't be leveling your glyphs if you do that. Once you feel strong enough to take on the World Tier 4 Capstone, go ahead, clear it, flip it over to World Tier 4, and then make sure that you start doing your Hell Tides, make sure that you're doing your Malignant Tunnels, and this is when you really start to piece together your end game build. Early game is all about just getting to that World Tier 4 as fast as possible. The gear is really not going to matter. The stats don't matter quite as much. It's about getting your skill tree filled out, picking what set build you want to go with, and then leveling your glyphs and starting to work on your Paragon board. If you don't have all of your renown, this is a good time to start bouncing around, getting your waypoints unlocked, getting your renown for each place, opening them up. One good thing that you can do if you don't have all of your renown is you can go ahead and find all of the side quests that lead to dungeons. That way you're getting that extra renown and that extra XP from doing a side quest all the way into a dungeon. If you join my Discord, the link will be in my bio or in the description. There I do have a set guide that shows you every single side quest that leads to a dungeon. And this is a good time to be getting all of that kind of stuff done. And then from there in World Tier 4, it's all about finding that perfect gear, getting those perfect stat rolls, finishing off your Paragon board, and prepping for that Nightmare Tier 100 and beating Uber Lilith. Guys, I really hope that this strategy helped you out. We all know that after those XP buffs, it has been quite frustrating getting your character leveled up. So this should save you a ton of time. If you did like the video, don't forget to like the video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if there's another video you'd like to see me make. But most of all, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click that bell to know every time I'm posting a new video.